Well, Neal, I suppose the first place to start is the elements out there today. How did you deal with those?
Not very easy. Obviously, we all knew it was coming. It was nice and calm when we were setting up the session, and then by the time we went back out at 10 to 11, it was gale force. So yeah, we did most of our work yesterday. We sort of knew that there was a storm coming in on Friday, so yesterday was a good day. We got a load of sort of match prep work done. So today we eased the pressure so we could make today a bit lighter, and we didn't need to go into too much detail while the conditions were so bad.
We're in good form, 6 unbeaten without conceding. Is the vibe around the place positive?
Yeah, I think it's always positive. I try and create a positive atmosphere even when we've lost a game. There's no point in doom and gloom. You have to bounce back, and by and large this season we've done that quite well. We got a tough week, really tough week. You know, Chesterfield obviously are one of the strongest teams in the league, and they've got the added sort of thing with Paul Cook going back and the atmosphere that Cookie will create. And then we've got 2 tough games, Wiltshire at home and Southend at top of the form table alongside Stockport. So yeah, really tough week, and you know, if we can come out of this with a sort of good amount of points, we'd be delighted.
Yeah, I think a capacity crowd tomorrow. So the first port of call is, I suppose, how do you go to Chesterfield and nullify the effect that could have on the team? Yeah,
they're a good team. They showed that when they played us home. I know we lost Stoz after 20 minutes, but they were ruthless and professional, and they made me think they're the sort of team. You look at the goals they've conceded, the goals they've scored, you look at them as a team and you think they're very, very functional. And I remember their assistant manager on the day talking about what's got them to where they are, which is, you know, they do their jobs properly, they see their jobs through, they're track runners, they do their set pieces right, and you know, you have to earn goals against them whilst they carry a goal threat at the other end. So we're going to have to be at our best first and foremost. I don't think we can play an average game and get a result. We're going to have to play very, very well to get a result, and we're going to have to do all them things that they do so well, especially away from home. But we're a good team. We think we're a good team in our own right. Our league position says that. You know, who knows what's going to happen, but we can't. We're not going to go there and try and defend and nick a point. We're going to go there and have a go, and if it's good enough, great.
Yeah, and the run we have been on, it does show that we're solid at the back, and we're also, you've been pleased recently with the chances we create and the goals we're scoring. So both ends, it has seemed to click at the moment.
It has, and it helps when, you know, earlier in the season with, you know, Dallow, Newts, whatever, sometimes they're fighting for the goals and they don't come as well, and that's luckily we had Joe in good form with goals came, and then now we've sort of, you know, taken Dallow and Newts at times out of the firing line, worked on their game, and you can just see their confidence is back and they're feeling great. So now you feel like you've got that momentum in goals, and you've got players who aren't going to sort of overthink it when the chances do come. They're just going to be instinctive, and that's what you want. So yeah, we're in a good place, and even though we've lost Callum Howe and we haven't had Goodge at times and whatnot, you know, Mark's come in and been excellent, and Lois has been solid, and whether it's a back 5, a back 4, we seem to have put our bodies on the line at the right time. So tomorrow we're up against a very, very good level of team. You know, we found that the last time we played 2 strong teams was Stockport and Bromley, and we came up a little bit short. One for our own doing, one probably Stockport game was a tough game. So tomorrow we're playing a team of that ilk. So you know, it's important that we nail everything and we don't come up short.
You touched on the options within the squad, and the loan market's gone well for us in terms of defence, particularly performing well. Just touch on Callum Howe, his progress. It's good to see him back out on the grass.
Yeah, Callum's well ahead of schedule, to be fair. You know, he's come through his op. He's been out. He's been running, doing the hard yards. I think he's been blowing a bit, which is natural. It's part of a sort of almost like a pre-season for him. But he's back running. He's back striking balls. He joined in with me yesterday in a bit of work with the defence and stuff. So yeah, I think, you know, if we can get the okay from the surgeon next week, there's a good chance he could be back into full training by the end of the week.
But we know Justin Donnells was a tough one to take, and before Christmas, I mean, time has gone on since 2 months since his injury, and I suppose he's now looking at, you know, when can I start doing, you know, different things to progress his recovery even more.
Yeah, Justin's now out of his boot. You know, he's been on crutches, then in a boot. Now he's out of the boot and he's walking, and you can see the disparity between his calf on the leg that's strong and the leg that's not. And you know, he needs to build all of that up. He's obviously got plates in his ankle where he's had the surgery, so there's going to be some stiffness, there's going to be some soreness as he starts his road to recovery, and Justin was always going to be a little bit more back end of the season, but hopefully he'll come through. Hopefully he won't lose any of the abilities he had, which is his power, his pace, his athleticism. Hopefully they'll all stay and we'll have that same player back.
And just finally, it must be a game you're looking forward to, 3 games in the week, and going home on Tuesday to Will, so you want to go into that game with a positive result from tomorrow.
Of course, whenever we've had a 3-game week, it's always important to try and start on a good footing and then take that momentum into the week. Otherwise, you're fighting the next game or the next game. So we know it's a tough one. Chesterfield away and Southend away with the form they're in. They're 2 of the toughest games we could probably be playing at the moment, bar Stockport. So they're 2 really, really tough games. And Wealdstone, out of that sort of middle group of teams, Wealdstone are the team that I think they sort of play some really good football and pose some problems. So they're all real big challenges. But we're up for the week. I like 3-game weeks. It's exciting. You don't train a lot, but the games come thick and fast. And we've prepared. We've worked hard. We've got good distances in this week, and now it's down to the boys to produce over the next 3 games.